Hello everyone, Sable here, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are here with week 5 of the Malamar Games, and this one kind of needed its own introduction to explain. So, long story short, it is basically its own mini draft league. So we've been switching formats every week. This week we each had 12 random Pokemon generated for us, and from there we had to build a team and prep against our opposing team, and of course just play the week as per usual after that. So I'll have both teams somewhere on the screen for you guys to see right now, but definitely looking forward to playing this set. I personally love draft leagues, so getting a chance to have kind of, I guess, like a shortened version of it, or like a quick experience of like a half draft league sort of thing, I am really looking forward to playing. So that should be enough time for you guys to see the teams. With that, this week we are up against Chance, and I will catch you guys in the battle. We've got the battle right now, and this is one of those ones that immediate, I kind of am seeing pretty much what I expected from their end, which is I'm really happy about. I'm also really happy to see no Nidoking. Really nice. Okay, but guys, this is kind of what I came up with. I'll put the Poke paste down in the description, because this format was just too wild not to have the paste in the description. Like, I don't think I'm gonna get to use all of the crazy stuff I have on this team for this, but this is just kind of what happens when you play a format like this, right? It's basically like a really quick draft league, right? It's a random Pokemon generated draft league is basically what it is, and this is just week 5, and it's only 1 week, so I only get to do this 1 week. So it's basically I get to look at their team and say this is what I'm going with. And right now I've got some interesting options. My biggest concern is probably the Togekiss on lead, but I also need to cover the fact that Charizard exists as well. So like the problem is, if I go a Selgor Excadrill, I have a plan for Charizard. I just don't know if I have a plan for Togekiss Charizard if I do that. I don't think I have a choice though. I think I like Starmie here a lot, honestly. Venu doesn't seem great. I'm actually going to bring the Specs Dragalge in the back. I'm going to regret this, I know I will. But the Dragalge was supposed to be a safe, I don't want to say safe haven, but like a red button sort of thing, right? Like, if I ran into trouble with my main mode, probably going to want the Dragalge. But like, I don't think it's the right call here. Even honestly, Mr. Mime might have been better, to be perfectly honest. But they're going to go Kiss Vanillux. And this is, I think, a little bit better, in my opinion here. So I have numerous options here. I have the dumb options, guys, if I wanted to take them. I have the dumb options if I wanted to take them. I have Acid Spray, obviously not going to happen. But what I can do right now is I could either A, Sandstorm to make my Excadrill go faster, or B, I could Guard Split the Togekiss to go for the straight up knockout. But are they really going to leave the Kiss on the field? Because as cool as it would be to Guard Split the Togekiss, I don't know if it's worth it. But realistically, if I Guard Split Steel Spike, that kills almost everything on their team, minus the Torkoal. So I'm going to go straight for that. It's a bit aggressive, but I'm okay playing aggressive, especially if he's under the impression that Kiss is just going to survive the turn. This is something I really want to go after. If there's Scarf on the Vanillux, I am going to have my Sash on a Selgor anyways to cover this. This is what I needed to cover with this. This is why I have the Sash. They do have dual weather, which is really cool. It's very shaky. I don't know if we're going to win this. Yeah, just to follow me, which is fine. I get the Guard Split and I kill the Kiss. I will take that start every day of the week. The scary part, however, is going to actually be getting through things. So we're actually going to get a decent amount of bulk on a Selgor now, depending on how bulky their Kiss was. No Berry, so the Kiss is just going to go down. And I wonder, with the Guard Split, if a Selgor is going to be able to survive the turn without needing its Sash and being able to survive a Chip and Hail. Because if that's the case and I can set the Sand, we're actually into. They're just going to set Veil. I'm okay with that. That's really positive for us. Like, that is phenomenal if they're just going to set Veil. Now, I could have clicked Sandstorm and shut that down completely. But I think for the most part, I'm still okay with this. I still set Sand, I think, if the Charizard comes in. It's going to be the Haxorus. Okay. I wonder if I still set Sand. Like, part of me still wants to set sand. Because in the back, what do I have here? I have Starmie and Dragalge, right? Setting sand doesn't seem like the worst play for me. In reality, though, I feel like just U-turn and Steel Spike the Vanillix is the wave. Like, I just feel like there's no reason not to right now. I just take the kill. I've got the defense boost. Haxorus isn't a special threat. So if I take out Vanillix here, really, Haxorus isn't breaking my Excadrill. They might max the Vanillix, which would be absolutely wild. But I can't see that happening. Like, in the back of my brain right now, this is 100% max Haxorus. And they're going to try and break through me here. Maybe with some max Quakes. Maybe some Whirlwinds. I do think Dragalge was a bit of a waste here in this matchup. I feel like I probably should have brought Mr. Mime, would have been a little bit better. Vanillix is going to Ice Shard for the policy proc, ladies and gentlemen. Haxorus is trying to game right now. We do have a defense boost. I am praying, and I mean praying, that I am faster. We're going to get our U-turn off. Praying that either A, I'm faster with Excadrill, or B, I'm going to be living this. I have no bulk, so I think the chances of me living are slim. I really can't see them going into the Acelgor slot with this, so I'm going to go hard Starmie because I do want to force their hand a little bit. Dragalge's a little bit better in the late game. I know I'm throwing away one of my answers to the Charizard, but I am slower. They are going to drop a Quake, and I think I die to this. That is +2 Haxorus at the game. Yeah. Okay, so lose it. I should have Hailstorm, guys. Sandstorm. I had Sandstorm and I didn't click it. Like, Sandstorm makes Excadrill go faster. It was just a wave. There was no reason for me not to click it there. And that all of a sudden becomes a little bit problematic. Yeah, no, I lose. I straight up lose. I straight up lose because I never killed Vanillix. I mean, I bring in Acelgor again. So there is two ways I can play this. I could go Ice Beam. I could also try and Protect. Now, I don't think Acelgor is the threat, right? I think they realize, hey, I don't really need to hit this Acelgor. So I'm going to try and Protect the Starmie. And I'm going to go for the Acid Spray. And I'm going to try and go Acid Spray into Acid Spray Ice Beam. And see if I can pick up the Haxorus through the Aurora Veil. I really doubt I do. But on the off chance that they give me perhaps a policy, this will be very interesting. I just didn't see the Ice Shard coming. I really needed to click Sandstorm that last turn because Vanillix would have been gone. It wasn't making it through that. Acid Spray number 1 to start getting some chip down. Haxorus is not known for its special defense, so I should be able to maybe plow through this. And they're going to Darkness. This is just going to kill me through Protect, isn't it? Alright, that's promising. That's a little promising. It's a little subpar because Ice Shard is just going to kill me, I'm sure. Ice Shard is just going to kill me, I'm sure. So I got swept by Haxorus here, and the Blizzard should kill Acelgor. But like I said, the off chance that it doesn't, there is an outside shot here that I can win this game. I would have needed to live that in order to win the game, I think. Because Dragalge is just not fast enough to do this. I mean, Starmie is +1,000,000, but Starmie is not living an Ice Shard here, and that becomes the problem now. Right? Starmie is not living the Ice Shard, and I can't win with that. I didn't effectively deal with the threats. I should have won this game, guys. All I had to do was click Sandstorm, and I decided not to. I'm not really concerned. I am a bit mad at myself, but I'm not super concerned. Maybe I can crit, and maybe I somehow live, or they don't click Ice Beam or Ice Shard. If they opt to not click Ice Shard, there's an outside shot, but that's my only shot. So what do they have in the back? Can I Sludge Bomb safely? I think Sludge Bomb is my safest bet. Let's see. No Ice Shard, Ice Beam. Gonna kill the Haxorus. Now, they're gonna Blizzard. I lose Dragalge, I'm sure. I'm sure. If Dragalge lives the Blizzard, and I crit a Sludge Bomb, and it's Torkoal, we can win. But I don't think it's Torkoal. I'm sure it's gonna be the Charizard. But Sludge Bomb is coming out right here. Yeah, that did nothing. Poison? No. That's game. Although Hail should end, right? No? No Hail stopping? Alright. One more turn of Hail. A little unfortunate. All I had to do was click Sandstorm. It's Charizard anyways. I'm not surviving this turn. Like, I need them to double miss. And I can't even Protect. So we forfeit here. And drop game 1. I had this game. Long story short, I had this game. Right? Long story short, I had this game if I just would have clicked Sandstorm. because I think at +2 defense I would have survived that with Excadrill. The problem there though was the fact that they follow me, right? Obviously I was hitting the Togekiss anyways, which was fine. I was gonna say that as long as I hit the Vanillux, it's fine. But they're gonna just follow me, and I don't see why they would switch their play, right? But if they're gonna go Vanillux, I think we might be able to maneuver this. I could technically, in theory, go fake out into Togekiss. Like I could bring Mr. Mime instead of Dragalge here. Go Mr. Mime, Excadrill lead. And then have Starmie, Aselgor in the back. My only concern if I go Starmie, Aselgor in the back is that I actually don't do anything if they just have Sun. Because if they do go Sun mode this time, because they don't know that I have Sandstorm, right? They might just go Sun mode and say, hey, this Excadrill's going to die, right? And that's a little concerning to me, which is why I need to be careful of that. Like, Mr. Mime doesn't prevent any of that from happening. Right, if they just go Sun mode. Obviously, they are not allowed G-Max Charizard, but Max Charizard in the Sun with Solar Power is still doing massive damage and potentially shredding through my team. So, I have the option of Scarf Venusaur putting things to sleep. Like, I could go Venu Drill, which is interesting here. Like, leading Venusaur Excadrill is interesting, but I don't love leading Venusaur into Vanillux. Like, it kind of forces my hand, and they follow me to Sleep Powder away. It just doesn't seem right. So I'm going to go Drill Aselgor. I'm going to play the same game, but with Mr. Mime over Dragalge in the back for fake out pressure. And just click Sandstorm when I'm supposed to click Sandstorm. Like, they don't know I have it, right? And I still think I should have gone for it, but I really didn't expect... One, first of all, when I locked, I didn't expect weakness policy, and that's the biggest thing. And secondly, I didn't think that Haxorus was going to take me down. Had I been able to survive the Haxorus attack, I think we were fine. I didn't think it was going to kill me, but that's in part the policy there, so... And this is what's concerning me, right? Because this is the part that I don't think I can effectively take out, right? Now, they could be Chardy Berry. I do want to click Rock Slide Sandstorm here. Right? Because they should just follow me and try to max Desard, and I'm going to try and capitalize on that. Let them be the ones to max early right here. I'll Rock Slide, and I'm going to click the Sandstorm button. I don't know if this is going to work. I don't know if this picks up the KO. I highly doubt it if they max. I feel like I need to get the Rock Fall, but Rock Falling doesn't help me here because of the fact that they're going to click follow me. I'm going to Sandstorm Rock Slide, and I'm going to either pray that A don't max, or that I'm just going to do enough damage to a spot where I can clean it off in the end game. There's their Dynamax. No surprise there. I still have Acid Spray on Aselgor as well, so I can still pick things off. They are indeed not G-Max Charizard, so that makes the most sense. They're not allowed to have the G-Max one, so I don't know if we can win this. I really don't love this league. Yeah, like I said, they're going to click follow me all day. I'm going to click Rock Slide all day. I don't know if we get a kill or what the game plan is here, but we're going to pretend that Sandstorm is going to do something for us. And yes, Sandstorm Aselgor, guys, is what I went with in besides Sand Rush Excadrill. Now, if I wish Rock Slide would kill. I don't think it's going to, even though I'm adamant, but that does massive damage. And that actually kind of sets me up for... Oh, they're going to Airstream, though, which is arguably worse for me. Can they be Life Orb and get Sand Chipped as well here? This is arguably worse for me because I don't know the speed of Charizard. 167 okay, they are Life Orb. Okay. 167, let me do some math here. 167 times 1.5 is roughly, let's round up to 170 for the sake of rounding up to 170. 170 times half of 170 is 85. Yes, 85. Add 83 to 167 is... I basically just need to know if I'm faster. 140. I'm 280. I should be faster despite them being +1. I should be faster despite... Oh, but they can hard switch in Torkoal. And that's where the problem becomes although, do they have Torkoal? I don't know if they have Torkoal. I don't like this. I'm scared that they're going to switch in Torkoal. I feel like this is a scenario where, hey, you would switch in Torkoal, you know? Like, this just screams to me, hey, Torkoal time. The thing is, if they switch in Torkoal, Starmie is in a prime position to reverse sweep this game. Right? So I'm just going to Rock Slide. The thing, wait, Torkoal doesn't make the, no, it takes away my Sun. And I'm going to fake out the Zard to make sure it goes into range of Solar Power after the fake out chip. I know it seemingly is useless, but I think it's my best and only option here. I could max guard as well with Excadrill here. They might think they're faster, but they're going to switch out. Like I said, it's going to be Torkoal. Oh, it's Drapion. Okay. It is the Drapion, so Excadrill can still kind of reverse this. Obviously, this isn't going to do too much. I was looking just to kill it. Don't miss. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I killed the one I needed to kill. I can deal with the fact that Drapion is still on the field right now. I can make that work for me. The one thing I can't make work for me would have been missing Charizard. That would have been game ending. So they opted for the Drapion lead this time, and or the Drapion in the back. So what else? What's the last Mon here? That's the question, right? Are we gonna get to see it now? Also, I just love the fact that there's just a Mr. Mime on the field right now. Sorry, I don't get to see this Mon in VGC. It doesn't get used, so it's crazy to me that we get to see it. And it is gonna be that Haxorus. So still in a decent spot to sweep. Still in a fairly decent spot to sweep. It's not like, oh my goodness, we're in such a good spot we literally cannot lose. But we're in a spot where I'm going to protect right now, and all I really want is Mr. Mime to go down. I'm just going to click Dazzling Gleam. I really basically want them to kill me here. I'm a Dazzling Gleam. It's going to do next to nothing. I am an all bulk Mr. Mime. But the extra actually, this could be problematic if I'm giving it the policy. Right now I'm giving Haxorus policy here, but it's not too big of a deal. Because one, I'm faster with Excadrill into Sand. And two, I still have Starmie, which is faster into long run. So, probably could have seen that coming. I feel like they might Earthquake here. Yeah, that's fine. So, we're alive with Mr. Mime as well. Gonna get some Dazzling Gleam chip damage off. Now, if Gleam plus Sand can kill Togekiss, we've won the game. It's gonna be close. It took a lot of damage early. Beautiful. Sand will finish that off. We get 50% to the Haxorus. We're in the Sand. The question is, what's better for me to kill? I think I kill the Haxorus with an Iron Head. Oh, it's Goggles Kiss. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That's problematic though. Because that leaves Starmie versus Drapion, and I can't have that. Right? I can't have Starmie versus Drapion. Because that's a loss every time. I don't really want to switch out the Drill though. I could max it, but the problem is it's +2 Haxorus. I can't hard switch in Starmie here either. I'm gonna switch out into Starmie and just Dazzle. I could max the Mime. Yo, I should have. Man, I'm throwing, guys. Maxing the Mime to drop the Haxorus would have been the play. But I do think this is my best option here. Togekiss is gonna go for the follow me. They have to get Excadrill off the field. Starmie's gonna lose. I'm hoping that Mime can take the hit. If Mime can't take the hit, no, Mime's not taking the hit. What are we talking about? Starmie took the hit though, and that's fine. Starmie taking the hit is all we really needed, as long as we have another turn of Sand. And it looks like at this point we will. It should only be one more turn of Sand as well. Excadrill comes in. Excadrill is now the faster of the two. No, Ice Beam. I just max Excadrill and Ice Beam the Haxorus. And I don't think they can, yeah, perfect. Okay. I Ice Beam into Haxorus, and I click, I might as well Steel Spike to get the defense boost, and it covers the switch in. Anyways, it'll kill the Kiss, Ice Beam will kill the Haxorus. We're faster with both. This should be 2 KOs. I don't see a problem or a world with this doesn't work. Okay, they're leaving both on. They might try to protect one of them, just to let Sand take down Starmie, but Sand's not going to take down Starmie because it's the last turn of Sand. So, Safety Goggles Kiss is actually kind of wild. Not something I was expecting, but it definitely is the reason they're still in this game right now. It is most certainly the reason they are still in this game at the moment. But like I said, we're going to get the Steel Spike. Togekiss is going to follow me. That's fine. Steel Spike takes you down. Starmie is faster, as we saw in the previous game, and Ice Beam's going to pick off. And now we got Excadrill with +1 defense going into a Drapion alongside a Starmie that can also help chip in. Okay. That crit did not matter, guys. It had 1 HP. It had 1 HP. I don't think that crit mattered. Excadrill thankfully trying to pull itself, trying to save us here, you know? Trying to save us, really saying, hey, thank goodness this guy didn't go after it on turn 1 and they went after a Selgor instead. We're going to get the Ice Beam out right now, and Haxorus is not going to appreciate that. Interestingly enough, I feel like Mr. Mime's Starmie is the wave in Game 2. Is the wave for Game 3. I'll run it back and I'll double check things going into it. But I do think it might be the wave, which I think is hilarious to me, because they still don't know I have power down. And I can fake out to follow me. I'll be faster than the Zard if they lead it, and I can drop it. I don't want to get ahead of myself, though. I'm just going to click Scald. I don't think it's a secret that I have a Water-type move. And I'm just going to click the Max Quake and just drop this Drapion. I don't think Drapion can really get through this. I'd be shook. Scald coming out, so no Scarf on the Drapion right now. Massive damage with that Scald. And the Quake is going to be faster than the Drapion and take it down. So, you can't complain we've got a Game 3. This format is wild. Like, I don't know. I love draft leagues and stuff like this, right, guys? It's obviously this isn't a draft league. This is just 1 week of a, I guess we'll call it a variety league. I don't know what other wording to use for it, but like draft leagues in general. So seeing this sort of draft league-ish style week in this league is really fun for me. Like I really do enjoy drafting Pokemon, you know, but like. Obviously, I didn't get to draft these ones. They were randomized, but I'm making it work. You know your opponent's team. Your opponent knows your team. What can you do that's really gonna open up the opportunity for you to win, right? And it's kind of wild. I'm intrigued to see how this is gonna play out. We are, by the way, guys, 2-2 for those of you keeping track of standings at home. I'm not too worried about the standings right now. Like I said, it's a for-fun league. If we make playoffs, great. If not, oh well. But 2-2, we're basically mid-pack. So. Definitely opportunity to make playoffs right here, but this week would definitely be a nice one to win, so we don't have to really claw our way through. It's just more for fun, but always nice to say that. I don't know. I'm too competitive to just say, even though something's for fun, I'm too competitive to not like be like, yeah, man, it would have been so nice to make playoffs. But okay, I don't hate this. The question is, what's the opportunity here that we're missing? I think they might adapt with Torkoal here. I really do think the adaptation is Torkoal. Like, I think they can do the same thing, but have Torkoal in the back. So I'm going to shake it up. I'm going to go Mr. Mime Starmie. I'm going to have Excadrill. And I'm going to have a Selgor in the back. Like, these are my 4. You know what I mean? I don't have another 4. Dragalge's bad here. It loses to Hax. Loses to the Vanillux. It gets outsped by the Charizard. It gets outsped by everything. It's bad unless they hard bring Torkoal. And I don't like that. Venusaur doesn't beat the Drapion. Venusaur doesn't like the Zard. Venusaur doesn't like the Torkoal. Venusaur doesn't like the Kit. Venusaur doesn't like the Vanillux. So these are my 4. It's a matter of how I play it and if I can play it properly. It's going to be shaky. This Game 3 is going to be shaky. I'm going to hard go with the Fake Out beside Togekiss to see if we can catch them. Now that we know they're not Charty Berry, I feel like we have an opportunity to catch them here. Now they might protect off the Fake Out, which is a little annoying. Togekiss, Haxorus. I'm okay with this, I think. We've got a Mr. Mime and a Starmie. I'm going to max the Starmie, and I'm not going to proc the policy on the Haxorus here. I'm going to let them click Darkness, and that should proc my policy. So the question is, what do I want to fake out? I don't think they're maxing the Kiss here. You knew Haxorus had to make an appearance here, right? Like, that was a given to me that Haxorus was going to hit the field. I almost want a Dazzling Gleam. It'll go after the Haxorus and pick up any sort of extra chip damage. So I think I'm going to do that, and I'm going to max. I could max guard. I could just regularly protect, but I think I want to get aggressive, and I want to just go for a Hailstorm and see if we can kill the Kiss. It's super aggressive. I'm really banking on Starmie being good. They're going to hard switch the Kiss out. Okay. That's a good switch. I respect that. Gonna bring in the Hail. They're setting up something that they're gonna be able to actually proc the Haxorus with next turn. I'm hoping that they don't want to go in. Right? I'm hoping right now that they're not gonna attempt to say, hey, let's hit the Starmie here because I'm gonna give it a policy. Right? Obviously, I'm maxing a tad bit early. Should I have gone Hailstorm after the protect from the Haxorus here? They could protect Haxorus here. But maxing Starmie is still wild. First impression, that's going to give me my policy, which I'm okay with. Because I'm faster, right? We know Starmie's faster. Starmie's the fastest thing on the field. We're going to get some chip damage onto the onto the Vanillix right now, and their big maxer is now gone because this Dazzling Gleam is going to hurt. First impression is wild, though. I do respect the first impression. There's the Gleam coming out. Obviously going to give them the policy, but their policy user is dead here. Their policy user does not make it through this turn unless they protect it or try to switch it out, which is fair, but then they've lost their policy. So I also still have a Selgor, which is faster. I'm going to Dazzling Gleam again. I could technically try to switch to gain positioning, right? I could try to make a switch that's going to give me positioning here to reset Fake Out, which I almost like better. But the thing is, what am I really going to switch in? Like, a Selgor doesn't want to be on the field. I'm losing stats. I'd rather have the other two in the back, honestly. So I think I just Gleam. And I don't necessarily want a Hailstorm, but I think it might be my best play. Like, what? They don't have a switch in anything. Yeah, no, they don't have a switch into Hailstorm here. I really wish I would have brought Wide Guard, though. Yeah, they're going to let me take the Haxorus down with the Hailstorm here. So the Hax is gone. The biggest concern, though, is that they've got the max advantage. And Togekiss in the back as well still. So they've got Follow Me plus max advantage, which is terrifying. They're going to Icy Wind. I respect it. I do respect the Icy Wind. I really do. Dazzling Gleam is on. I should have switched out. I should have switched out. Dazzling Gleam should pick up the Vanillix here. There's no screens or anything like that. The question is, what's going to be their last mon? And how do we maneuver this to a spot where, hey, yeah, we're going to win this game? Like, the problem is Charizard can come in and click Airstream now, and we're in a lot of trouble. Obviously, they can't kill both slots with the Zard, but the Zard being alive here in the late game for them is by far the scariest part to the team. I can't slow it down. There's no slowing it down. It's got to pick a target, though. That's the only good thing, right? It has to pick a target, in which case I think I'm clicking Trick Room. If they give me Trick Room, we take, like, they're either giving me Trick Room or they're giving me a kill into the Togekiss. So I'm going to Trick Room, and I'm going to Geyser the Kiss. Actually, why not Rockfall the Zard? Because if they give me the Zard, I'll take the Zard, yeah. Right? I Trick Room and Rockfall the Zard. Basically, they have to give me one of them. And if they give me the Trick Room, Excadrill's slower, and I'm good. And I think this is the right play. They're maxing. You know it's going to be the Zard. Max Rockfall will kill Kiss if they do decide to follow me. I don't know if they have to, though. And that's where the concern becomes. Which is why I'm thinking they might not click Follow Me. Alright, by the way, guys, if Rockfall Starmie wins me this, if I didn't get hit by that Icy Wind, we would have had the game. That Icy Wind is concerning. They're going to follow me. That's fine. Like I said, they have to pick one. They either kill the Starmie and I don't get my damage off, or they're not going to kill the Starmie and I'm going to get Trick Room. There's an Airstream into the Starmie. That's fine. I could have max guarded in Trick Room, but that just felt excessive right there, right? I wanted to take advantage. If I guard and they kill the Mime, expecting Trick Room, I'm in trouble. But there's the Airstream. Here's my Trick Room from the Mr. Mime. And this is where Rockfall Psyshock is going to go. This is actually interesting. They are losing HP to Hail. They are getting Trick Room. We are getting Trick Room up there. Man, Dragaldi late game would have swept this. Dragaldi late game would have absolutely swept this. So, I'm Gleam Rockfall. Gleam Rock Slide. Does it obviously drills the play. I don't walk in willingly with a Selgor here, you know. This is one of those ones where, do I Gleam or do they expect me to Gleam and they're not going to click Follow Me? Because if they don't click Follow Me, Psyshock is the better play. Right? Right now, Psyshock into Zard is technically the better play. It's going to do the most damage. But if I Psyshock Rock Slide, and that, let's say that kills Kiss. But if it doesn't kill, I'm going to Gleam. I'm going to Gleam. It's going to be really, really close on the kill on the Zard. It's going to be probably, I don't think you can get much closer than this. But there's a chance they protect and try to get chip damage off, which I think works in my favor as well. So, this is wild though, guys. Honestly, I don't think we could have asked for a better match. No Follow Me. I should have Psyshock. Would have done a little bit more damage to the Zard. Drill's going to click the Rock Slide. It is going to miss the KO. And just like that, we're going to get the flinch on Kiss. And the flinch on the Togekiss is going to be enough to win us the game. The flinch on the Togekiss is going to secure the W. That is wild. Guys, this is insane. They're going to get hit by the HP. If the Solar Power kills any... Okay, Maybe the flint didn't matter that much. It would depend if the Kiss was capable of taking down Excadrill or not. Sorry, was it capable of one? No, they can't. It couldn't one-shot me. So since they maxed, like, they Dazzling Gleam, they max flare, they lose their Zard that turn, it was already over, right? Because the Selgor Sash and Acid Spray kills from here. So the crit, the flint didn't matter. Okay. I feel a little better knowing the flint didn't matter. I don't feel bad anymore. We're going to Side Shock. I want Mr. Mime to get this KO, guys. I want Mr. Mime to get this KO. Aw, it didn't let me get it. But we are going to take the W chance. Absolutely amazing game. Thank you for that match. And we are going to advance to 3-2 in the Malamar Games. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in a future video.